and welcome to my very first review of a Grand Prix. Now, we're going to talk all about what happened over this whole weekend to see kind of where everyone went wrong and kind of what happened throughout the whole weekend. Now, I don't know if the intro is going to work. You guys will know. I don't know if it's going to get copyrighted. I hope it's not going to get copyrighted. I just spent 20 minutes making that. So, hope it's not going to get copyrighted. But it's absolutely boiling, so if you hear noises, it's because my windows and doors are all open, so I do apologise. But let's first start off with how the weekend kind of progressed and what we've kind of learned from it. We've definitely learned today, yesterday, and that throughout the weekend, that George Russell is still trying to fight for that championship. You can see in sprint qualifying, he got pole. Sprint race, he won it. There was a lot of drama there. We'll get into that drama a little bit later on. Obviously, then we had the qualifying. Again, he set a really nice pole lap, really good. And then we had the race, which we'll get into shortly. So let's just start off from the very start of the weekend. Free practice one. Kimi came out on top, George second, and I believe Lando third. Correct me if I'm wrong, but your normal practice session, bit of chaos. Your normal practice session. But we are now going to look at SQ1 and the sprint qualifying. Sprint qualifying was good, very nice. I don't remember too much from it, to be honest. I was barely watching it, but I just had it in the background. All I remember is George Russell winning it, which I'll put a picture on in about just right now. Hold on. Well, okay, never mind. I don't have a picture of it. I remember I did, but I think I must have deleted it. But anyway, so yeah, it was a good qualifying session, to be honest. It was fun to watch. I celebrated a lot that thing. If you don't go check out my TikTok, it's Blue Light Alfie on TikTok. Go make sure you take that a follow. But yeah, it's just been an absolute crazy weekend to watch. It's been a really good weekend. I've also noticed the quality of racing that has improved over these weeks. So let's go to the sprint. Now, 23 laps, both Mercedes. We knew going into this race it was going to start to be a Rosberg Hamilton, best friends to enemies. We knew it. Sorry. We knew it was going to happen, and it is just going to happen. So yeah, let's just put a quick picture of the results of the sprint race. They're big. They can just stay on there while we're chatting about them. So as you can see, George Russell won it by about 1.5 seconds. Kimi Antonelli got third. That is only because he had some little faults with Russell, little battles, and maybe they got I think Antonelli got a little bit angry on the radio and stuff. I don't know many details about it. I did watch it, but it was a bit of chaos, to be honest. I do like him, but I'm more of a George. So I'm not going to be too biased here, but I'm going to say I don't think George pushed him off. He held it. And then obviously Kimi locked up and went straight into the barriers. That was close. But eventually then Norris managed to take past Antonelli. Antonelli got third place. So in the end it was okay. But that wasn't George. I really thought, here we go, George is going to win here. In the end, unfortunately, he didn't win. And yeah, it was a bit unfortunate. Now we're going to go down to the fact of qualifying. Now, qualifying, absolute cool. It was great. Frank Colapinto got to Q3. We just got to talk about that. Absolutely amazing stuff. Really, really good weekend for everyone, really, except a couple of people. But George Russell got pole again, really similar times to his sprint pole. I think it was actually the exact same time from Antonelli. Really good. Pulled the last lap out of nowhere. I thought, oh, here we go. He's not going to be on pole. He's going to be lower down. So now we're going to go into the absolute drama of the race. Yeah, we're going to go into that because I think we need to go into the drama of the race. It was an absolute crazy race. So we're going to start off formation lap. We get them we get the 5 red lights. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lights held. Kimi jumps to start, but then the lights don't go out. The lights hold, and he said extra formation lap because apparently Arvid Limnad was waving his arms because his car would not get into gear. So that's good that we had these safety things in place and Leah thingy's okay. But that was our first retirement from the race. But then we had the absolute, I'm not going to say masterclass because it was the complete opposite. I think McLaren strategist turned it into Ferrari for a day. They put them both on intermediates. Why would you do that? Generally, The track was bone dry. Why would you do that? It's a bit stupid, but whatever. We get the fire lights again. Oh, no, we don't. Extra formation lap. They should have boxed in. But proceeds to the next lap. We get the first lap of racing action. It was all chaos until the race turn. I think Russell dropped down to P3, but he then passed. I think Anthony got past Lando, who was in the front, and then in the end, it was a really good battle between them two. We'll get into that more in depth a little bit later on. But then both McLarens pitted. I think in the end, both of them got a lap. Obviously, Lando retired after having some engine problem. So let's go really deep in here with the Mercedes boys. Like, what's happened with them this weekend? Right, so we're just going to say here, very quickly. As you guys may know, my driver is Russell, so I'm always going to support Russell in this championship battle. I do say he has a fair chance still, because it's only the first half. We all said, we're going to write Lando out because he isn't going to win. Did he win last year? Yes, he did. So I just got to hope it's going to be one of them scenarios. Except Piastri didn't win 4 in a row. He won 3 in a row. And maybe Kimi Antonelli's the next Lewis Hamilton. So, we might be done. But we're going to keep it in our spirit. So, we start off really good battles. Constant battles. They almost banged wheels a couple of times. Really dangerous. But then Rosberg, Hamilton racing. And I think Toto and Bonig both came on Anthony's radio and told him to keep it calm, and same with Russell, to keep it calm and try to keep it calm. Anthony was a bit feisty over the radio this weekend. Hold on. Just some weird noises. So again, it's a scenario of them showing how feisty they both can be, and they're both fighting for that world title. You can just tell they are. It was a really, really good fight. I loved it. I had some heart attacks. They both went deep into a lot of corners. Actually, the hairpin turn, Russell went locked up 3 times, I think, going into that hairpin. Massive chaos, to be honest. I don't know why the team didn't call it off earlier. I wasn't complaining. It's really good that they had that battle. But then, oh my god, it was heartbreak. He cuts the corner. Russell cuts the corner. White flags. So I was woken for, he's locked up or something. And then I see him stop. His engine blew up. And then I've got this beautiful picture of him, which I'm going to put up now, which I think is probably the best picture of the whole weekend. So there you go. You can see it on your screen now. So I just thought it was a really cool thing to show and do. So in the end, I personally think... actually, we're not going to wrap it up. I was going to wrap it up. But there is one more battle we can talk about. Verstappen-Hamilton. Really good battle. Hamilton just didn't have the speed on the straight, but managed to get him in a corner, so you should be really happy with that. That's all really good. But yeah, we are going to wrap it up just about here, because it's the first episode of my thing, so we're going to keep it short and sweet. So if you did, guys, enjoy today's video, please mention that like and subscribe button, and I'm going to put a link to my Discord in the description down below to go make sure you check out my Discord channel, because I'm trying to get more people in there to check it out and kind of see what it is. There's some F1 channels in there. So guys, yeah, it's been a very fun one, but I personally think the winner should have been George Russell. He dominated the whole race until his engine blew up. But yeah, so if you did enjoy today's video, hit that like, hit that subscribe button. I have more to offer. We're trying to hit 200 subscribers by the end of this year. So also, UK content for my GTA is coming soon. But obviously, because of the puppies and chance to film anymore. So there's just a couple, I think there's 3 more GTA videos coming out that I think we might do some fun stuff. I haven't decided what we're going to do yet, but I think I have some ideas. So yeah, keep your eye out for cool stuff like that. But yeah, guys, I'll see you in the next video. See ya!